You know Hades. His name conjures the image of hell. You see him in movies and games, a gloomy demon, surrounded by souls and ready to consume the wicked. But what if I told you almost everything you think about him is wrong? Hades is the most misunderstood god in Greek mythology. He is not the god of death. He is not inherently. The god of death personified was Thanatos. And Hades' kingdom is not hell, but a place much more complex and surprising. Welcome to Mythology Unpacked. Today, we're diving deep into the foundations of mythology to unpack Hades, the god who is just and king, yet lives with the reputation of a villain. Origins and division of power. To understand Hades, we have to go back to the beginning. He is frequently considered the eldest of the three male siblings of the first generation of Olympians, Zeus, Poseidon, and himself. After defeating their father, Cronus the Titan, the three brothers divided the universe. Zeus took the sky, Poseidon the ocean, and Hades was given the underworld, the kingdom beneath the earth. But Hades' function was clear. He was the ruler of the dead, not the Grim Reaper. And although Hades preferred to spend his time in his dome, the Greeks themselves, out of fear, often avoided pronouncing it. They called him indirectly with epithets like Platon, which means the rich. Later, the Romans adopted this god and formally named him Pluto. But why the rich? Because he governed the underworld, where all the mineral wealth and precious metals of the earth. Some poets describe his palace as gleaming with silver and gold, with a wealth that rivaled Mount Olympus. The kingdom and justice. Hades' dwelling was not a place of universal punishment, but the final destination for all souls. To enter, the soul, guided by Hermes, needed to pay the ferryman Charon for passage across the river Acheron. Once inside, the three-headed hound, Cerberus, ensured that no soul ever left. It was then that Hades' justice was manifest. Souls appeared before the three judges, Rhadamanthus, Minos, and Aeacus, who decided their fate based on their actions. And the just and honest went to the Elysian fields or paradise. The wicked were sent to Tartarus. But most common souls remained in the asphodel fields, a place of monotony. The crucial point here is, Hades was a stoic and inflexible ruler, but just. He valued the order of his kingdom, maintaining universal law. The tale of the abduction and the lady of the underworld. But no story solidified Hades' reputation like the tale of Persephone, the beautiful daughter of Zeus and Demeter, the goddess of the harvest. Hades fell deeply in love with her and abducted her, dragging her down beneath the earth. Demeter's grief and rage were so immense that she stopped allowing crops to grow, threatening humanity with famine. Zeus intervened. He ordered Hades to return Persephone. But the story is not as simple as a mere abduction. During her time in the underworld, Persephone ate some pomegranate seed. By eating the food of the underworld, whether by her own will or by Hades' artifice, she became bound to the realm of the dead. For this reason, it was decided that Persephone would spend a portion of the year alongside Hades as queen and the remainder with her mother. This myth not only explains the season, Demeter's sadness in her daughter's absence brings winter, but also proves something about Hades. He could be stubborn, but not cruel. He treated her with immense respect, giving her the status of queen of the underworld. The demystifying stories. Hades' actions speak louder than his reputation. First, the display of strength and honor. When the hero Heracles was challenged to capture Cerberus, he descended to the underworld. Heracles bravely asked Hades permission. Hades, impressed, gave one condition. Heracles would have to subdue the beast using only his bare hand, without harming it. He gave a chance, demanding only proof that the hero was worthy. Second, the display of compassion. The story of Orpheus is even more touching. Orpheus, a renowned musician, traveled to the underworld in search of his wife, Eurydice. His music was so beautiful that Persephone, moved, interceded for Orpheus. Hades, touched, permitted her return under one condition: never look back until they reach the surface. These stories indicate a god who is not evil, but willing to help those who prove worthy and courageous enough to challenge fate. He values courage and honor more than his gloomy reputation. Legacy and pop culture connection. Why, then, the villainous reputation? The answer is simple: fear and darkness. Hades ruled over the inevitable fate. The Greeks did not see him as malicious, only feared. Furthermore, he rarely interfered in the world of the living, which also made him reserved. Modern culture, however, loves a dark villain. In RPG games and cinema, he is often portrayed as cruel and greedy. The Disney character in Hercules is a prime example, being cynical and easily irritable, an inversion of the original myth's stoic and impartial Hades. But the truth, what we unpack today, is that Hades is, in fact, one of the most just and impartial. He did not seek glory or status, contenting himself with his kingdom and focusing on his task. He is the personification of the final and unbreakable law of life, the end. Conclusion. And what about you? What is your opinion on Hades? Is he the god who impresses you most with his justice? Or do you still prefer the villainous version of pop culture? Leave your comment and your suggestion for the next myth we should unpack. If you enjoyed uncovering the truth behind the legend of Hades, leave a like to help the channel grow, and subscribe to Mythology Unpacked to continue your epic journey through the stories that shaped our civilization. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next adventure.